Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time. We are currently at Cole Harbor, our studio sponsor, right?
So beautiful.
Oh, what a wonderful
Love it.
place. We get such great feedback about them and what they're doing. What's so great about Cole Harbor?
Yes. So the owner, Jeremiah Callahan's just phenomenal. His attention to detail from the sound, from the aesthetics, he even got me a little microphone holder for our live Instagrams, Frank. I mean, just the attention to detail to service the business owners here who work out of here is phenomenal.
And what you always feel welcomed here. You always feel a part of this community. It's the most welcoming place that I've ever engaged. And we have some amazing people that work out of here as well.
We do. And they actually have a greeting host, which is incredible during their peak hours.
What an idea, right?
Yes, but some of the people working out of here, you just want to be here just to say hi to them, like Chantel Bridges.
Ooh, and Melinda Joy Mingo.
Yes.
And our friend Tom
Carlson.
Yes, indeed. Wonderful people. And Lisa and I also engaged their facility in Denver called Co-working, which is a fantastic facility.
Gorgeous, yes. And we have to do a huge shout out for Alan Briggs.
Yes.
He is our right-hand man, especially in this podcast studio. He has given us great wisdom and insight on how to use all the bougie stuff that they have in here.
The bougie stuff. Yeah.
It is. It's high end.
It is. It's wonderful. We're so blessed to be able to be here at Cole Harbor. And you need to come in and do a 14-day free trial of this facility. Lisa, tell them a little bit about some of the great things that Cole Harbor offers.
Yes. Well, their membership starts at $25 on up, and that gets them 24/7 access to a beautiful, gorgeous space. And not only that, Frank, you know what they have?
What?
Amazing pour over coffee, which all of my friends love. And I love the tea. They have hot tea and they have iced coffee and they have sparkling water, all the things. It's so beautiful here. So come and check them out.
Well, come on down and join us at Corporate and Tech Center Drive. Beautiful location over here. You can't miss us. We're sponsored by the great Joshua Geary with Crescio. And Joshua just won Hispanic Rising Professional of the Year. Yay! Hey, he's been with us so long, and he is really produces and helps us with this show.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Crescio.
Yes. So Crescio, they offer pay what you can consultations, and they specialize in not only just Chat GPT, but they will work with your business to help you get sustainable and then leave and leave you successful. Their goal is not to stay with you forever. Their goal is to keep you moving with excellence.
Indeed. And AI work, AI is the rage right now. Joshua is an expert in AI, and he and his team can help you navigate the sometimes scary road of AI and what's happening, and deliver work with you that you won't have to worry about all the myths about AI. They know how it works for you. And what I do love, Lisa, about Crescio is the pay what you can consultations to the underserved southeast sector of our city, reaching out and trying to help people.
Absolutely. So check them out at Crescio.com.
Indeed. We're sponsored by Brandon Kurt from Planet Duck.
Yes, he's the owner of Planet Duck, and he has the largest vacuums, strongest vacuums. And what is his slogan again, Frank?
Yeah, they're stronger than the vacuum of space. And Brandon and his family, with his 3 children, are just incredible. I know them personally.
Me too.
We've had a great opportunity to know them. He's a great family man. 25 years, been married to, what is his wife's name? Gava?
And she's a beautiful artist, and yes, they have an amazing farm as well.
They do. And he loves Star Wars. So if you're into that scene, give Brandon a call. He loves Star Wars, all things Star Wars-y.
Yes, not only that, but he loves the Colorado Springs. His give back throughout all local businesses in town is amazing, and we sure do appreciate him in town. They do have the strongest vacuums in Colorado,
Indeed.
Which will help you get amazing air quality for your home.
Indeed. They find all kinds of stuff in our vent systems. They've done my house as well, and so many of my friends.
Yep.
They really are the cream of the crop when it comes to duct cleaning.
They are.
And one last thing, many of you didn't know this, but Brandon has mentored many small business people in this community.
Yes.
His give back to our community is exceptional. So make sure to look them up because they are
Stronger than the vacuum of space.
Yes, they are.
We are sponsored by the lovely, incredible Karen Butcher with Westco Insurance.
Yes, Karen is an amazing insurance agent doing home, casualty, all these different types of insurance. And here's the deal. She has some of the same customers that she had when she started 24 years ago. They're still engaging her this many years later, which means she has to have some incredible customer service and some attentive skills. Right?
To include me.
And me.
She's helped me a lot over the years.
She's incredible.
So we really appreciate Karen Butcher and all the wisdom and savviness that she has in the insurance industry. So check her out, Karen Butcher, Westco Insurance.
Please. Yeah, welcome to the Be Encouraged show with Frank.
And Lisa.
We're so glad that you join us on Mondays and align with us in our goal of infusing hope and encouragement throughout the world.
That's right. We are now offering 2 free guests on our show every single Monday from 11 to 12 or 12 to 1 Mountain Standard Time. But we also have an amazing new venture that we've started this year, Frank.
Indeed. We have the free hug campaign that's starting that Lisa and I are going to go out in community, offer free hugs. Hugs have medicinal value that's really, really strong, and we want to use that to help humans.
Absolutely. And we are also going around the world on live Instagrams. So our ask of you is, if you know of any amazing business owners out in other countries or across the nation, please introduce them to us at lisa@beencouraged.net.
Yeah, make sure that you email her. Yes, and she'll get it done for us, and we'll make sure that we highlight your business. You know, really the value of this is exposure. We get the opportunity to expose your business to our growing audience and get so that you can be seen and people can engage your business.
And we do offer sponsorship levels starting at $50 on up. So depending on how much marketing you have in your budget, we would love to help you get maximum exposure both on our website as well as our show.
Indeed. We love humans here at the Be Encouraged show. And the reason we exist is to create value for you.
The real value of sponsoring our show is joining us on our mission to infuse hope and encouragement throughout the world.
Aligning missional values is very important to us, and we are looking for businesses that align with us and our values and what we're trying to give out to the world.
Yes, this is about social impact, Frank.
Indeed. We know how important that is in this community and around the world. So join us in our mission to create social impact for your business. Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners. Good morning, everyone. How you doing?
Awesome. Good morning, everyone. Lisa Sinnott here.
We are the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa on Monday morning. This is Motivation Monday, and we provide a platform for entrepreneurs and community-based individuals
to expand their reach and create a positive impact here in the Colorado Springs area and beyond. Now we're joining you live in Colorado Springs with some great guests. If you want to join us internationally, just go to our website and select international via Instagram, and you can follow us live from anywhere in the world.
So today's show is sponsored by Crescio, who offers to help social impact companies with pay what you can consultations to increase your leads, among other things. So visit them at Crescio.com to learn more and check out the flyer that we gave you guys later.
Absolutely.
Indeed, Crescio, they are incredible. Joshua Aguirre and his company are doing great work.
Oh, and I must say, you also need to go to Amazon and pick up one or all three of Frank's books. He has some phenomenal books that are very encouraging and savvy in the business industry.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
Lisa. Oh, that warms my heart. Yes, go pick those up.
Yeah.
And we also want to mention, as always, before we get to our wonderful guests today, that we are in a time in life and in culture where resilience makes all the difference. Building resilience in your life, your business, and your way forward is absolutely indispensable. She is the Chief Resilience Officer here in Colorado Springs. Your
Sir.
organization, your business needs to get in touch with Lisa at Connected Success and have her out and talk about how your platform can build resilience going forward.
Awesome.
Yeah, let us
Frank.
introduce some
Yes,
people.
okay. So, you're the panel host, is that correct? Or are you?
May.
I am.
You're the panel
Yeah.
host. Okay, awesome. So we will start with you.
Okay.
So, Miss Melissa May with Cleaning Your Way, also now being rebranded to Stellar Shine. I love that name.
I was
Well
like, the name
done.
is awesome. I
Yeah,
really like that
on
too.
point. So she is your partner in getting your home or commercial office clean as a whistle. They offer high quality cleaning and organizing to leave you with spaces that are uplifting and encouraging. We also have a social impact of using their company to help girls and moms shoot for the stars with resources at their fingertips to help them in the path of motherhood.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you for
I
having
love
us.
that give back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to my immediate right is Neschelle,
Or just Shell.
just goes by Shell.
I do.
Nelson, and her company is called NutriSchelle. Is your partner in holistic wellness, blending education, empowerment, and community. As a holistic nutritionist, she is passionate about helping individuals unlock the transformative power of food.
Yes.
They have online courses which will guide you to make mindful, personalized food choices, cultivate self-love,
Yes.
and master techniques to prepare, select, and preserve food for optimal nutrition.
Absolutely.
For their premium clients,
Yes.
they offer exclusive one-on-one consultations and meal prep services tailored to their unique needs.
Yes.
Plus, they have a supportive community ensuring you're never alone on your journey to better health. So again, NutriSchelle is here to nourish your body, mind, and soul.
I like how you said that, Lisa. The
Thank
last
you.
little line. That's catchy. That's catchy.
Yeah.
But thank you for
I
having
do
me here.
voiceovers. I'm for hire.
I didn't know that. Is that your tagline?
I just said that now.
Right, she said I just
Only for
made that up.
you.
Just for me, Lisa. Oh, I feel so special. Thank you, boo.
That's your tagline, right?
I'm thinking about keeping that tagline. I like that. I like the way you delivered it. I was like, ooh, that
Yeah.
did something to me.
Right? Ah, that's so awesome. Yeah, ladies, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
I didn't even know who was coming this morning,
Yeah.
Lisa. So you guys walked in and it was like, yay! How awesome was that? Yeah! We're getting to start off today with Melissa and Shell. And Melissa, since you are our panel host, people are always interested in your business.
Mhm.
But you know what connects humanity is our stories.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And who we are. So give
Yeah.
us a brief background of who is this Melissa May?
Okay, all right, I'd love to. I actually just had a phone interview with 1milliondreamsbooks.com if you want to check them out. So I had a conversation with him, and I found it very transforming to share my story even more. I mean, he
Right.
really brought clarity to this with me.
Awesome.
So I really feel like I'm just, starting to take off. I had a mentor. So we did a couple stories. We did my dream and kind of how I grew up and how I had, growing up, I had my dad's side, which country boy, grew up on the farms.
Right.
So I used to be around a lot of country folk growing up and used to be able to walk down one road with most of my relatives. So if I
Wow.
wasn't at my grandparents' farm, I was at my aunt's farm, or I was at my cousin's,
That's
or my
special.
great
That
aunts, or so that was really special to me. And then I had the other side on my mother's side, who was from the projects in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Man,
so
we got so
totally
Polar
much
different.
opposite.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Two different
Yeah.
worlds.
Opposites attract.
Yeah.
So my mom and dad met, and my mom had a really hard life, very hard. She was the oldest of 10, and in the projects, my grandmother had 10, and my mother ended up taking care of them, and she was in an orphanage for a little while, and so she had to really be the one to, hold the rope, so to say, for the family. So
Wait, pause there. Did she lose the siblings, or did she get out of the orphanage and then grab the siblings, or what's that?
she was in the orphanage for a short time, and there's not a lot of detail,
Yeah.
but where I'm in pro-life organizations and have done a lot of pro-life work, we're in a society right now that we really feel like there's not enough emphasis on family and motherhood.
Right.
And this is
Absolutely.
my social impact.
So what did your mom do though? How
So-
did she find the siblings again?
Well, she it was for a short time, so she was still in their life very much. She she was pulled back out of the orphanage. I'm not sure how long she was there, but she pretty much raised my aunts and uncles. So when we think of pro-life talk about if you're poor, then you really should not be able to have kids. I think about my aunt and uncles who were my brothers and sisters growing up.
Yeah.
Right.
And which one of them should not have lived. So that is a huge part of my pro-life push. So that is kind of my story. I personally was brought up in a small town. My dad was a big changer for us. He moved us out of a lot of the city life, and so I had opportunity to go to school, to graduate early from high school, to go to college.
Nice.
So my idea of success was to have a lucrative career. I went to college for court reporting, and I found as I worked in a court reporting company, I did not like it.
Right.
I just
That's
I
why
mean,
internships are so powerful. So you
Yes.
can realize that, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. So I was immature, but I just
Nobody's that, right?
Never. Especially not you, Frank. Never.
Really?
But I was really just kind of, I didn't really have direction, and I wanted to have kids at that point, and I was just like, what am I supposed to do with my life? I have no idea.
Right.
So I said, I'll try hairdressing school. So I was just about ready to graduate, and did graduate and became pregnant. So that was a huge life changer for me. I chose to stay home with my kids, and that was very fulfilling. I found purpose, became a Christian right before that. So my whole life changed. And so when I now look at success and how is that defined, I feel motherhood is the highest calling for a woman.
Wow.
So
And whether you agree with that, don't agree with that,
Right.
Yeah.
that is so incredible that you're that way. I came
Right.
from 15 children. I
Yeah.
was that oldest one,
Okay,
right?
so
So
then
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So I relate to the story. Be living
Yeah.
in the projects
Yep.
as well. All of those things. and et cetera. So thank you for landing at a place where you know you were designed to be in.
Come on.
Yeah, we'll get back to that, okay?
All
We
right.
want to hear a little bit of this story here.
Yep.
Yes,
Tell us
Shell.
a little bit about you.
Okay, well,
Unpack the glory.
thank you. You know this? No, I'm just kidding.
It's the hat.
You know, I was feeling it too. I was like,
Yes.
ooh, I want to wear a hat.
Yes.
You know, you have those moments. I know us girls know what we talking about, okay? It ain't
Exactly.
just me. But my name is Neschelle, but I go by Shell, and that's the concept of my business. So for me, what got me into this and finding my passion, because this is a purpose, it's not a
Wait a
business
minute,
for
what
me.
about your life?
Yes.
That's what I am.
Okay.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Hold on, Frank. That's my first sentence. You gotta let me get it out.
He's ready to reel
Right,
you
he's like,
down.
I want to know, okay? But no, seriously, it all started when I was younger. A lot of my family, when I was a kid, this is where it clicked for me, were dying because of diabetes. So I wanted to understand the body. So I got into nursing and I joined the military and became a medic because I was like, all right, maybe if I can understand this, I can help my family. And so that's what got me into that. Now,
Were you Army? Or?
I was in the Army, so that's what got me here. We just
Yeah.
me and you had that conversation.
Right.
So I'm one of those strays. I'm not from here, but ended up here
Yeah.
and love it. But I did the military for 8 years, and while I was in the military, it was cool to see because in the military, insurance has no leverage.
Right.
Okay, there's no leverage, so the soldier gets the best care.
Right.
So I got my nursing degree while I was in the military, and then I got out. I did my 8 years, got out, graduated college, and got onto the civilian side of nursing. And when I was there, I hated it. Hated it. No, because like what you said, like you have to try some things and figure it out. And while I was on the civilian side, I hated it because the insurance had way too much power in people's lives. And I watched people die in the algorithm. And I was actually making over $100,000 a year working in a specialty clinic, a neurology clinic, and I was like, I'm done. So my whole family was like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was like, I just ethically and morally, it doesn't feel right. And so that's when I jumped into the nutrition, I jumped into personal training, I jumped into learning more and more about the body, because the biggest thing that I learned while I was in nursing is a lot of people don't even know why they're there and then what their game plan is. So I always tried to be like that gap, explained everything and what they could do and stuff like that. So with that being said, it allowed me to actually see that side, and I was like, okay, I got to do something different. So I want to be on the preventative side. So that's where I've gained my passion. So, but one thing I loved to do was cook. So after I got out, I went to culinary school and I became a chef because I love
What's
food.
your specialty?
Everything. But what I love, literally, but what I love to cook right now is more the Oriental food because it's a lot cleaner.
Yeah. Do you do
So
Thai?
I do Thai, I do Korean, I
Okay.
do Asian.
Every Monday, Frank and I are here on our show.
Okay.
So you can deliver us some homemade Thai, and we'll shout you out.
She said, I got you.
I can't get people to feed me on this show.
She said, please and do it. So in putting all those passions together, this is kind of where the concept of NutriSchelle came, because a lot of people don't understand the power of food. They use it as a tool, but not a resource. Does that make sense? So I eat breakfast because I'm told I need to eat breakfast and I'm hungry. But it's that selection of why you're eating breakfast and what you need to get through your day.
Yeah.
Mentally, spiritually, and physically. So it's a whole thing. And with that, I've been living this life since I was like 22. When I was 34, I actually had a stroke.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, I know. I know.
That's
you
so
don't believe me.
young.
I
You
do
don't
believe
believe
Was
me.
that the diabetes?
No, I never had diabetes. I've been clean as a whistle, active, taking good care of myself.
Yeah.
So even my internal, intensive care, because I was in the intensive care unit for a couple of days, he thought I was faking because he was like, you're 34. There's no way.
Yeah.
But when the doctor came in and told me that you could be paralyzed on your left side up to 8 months, and he saw the fear in my eyes, that's when he realized, oh my God, you really had a stroke. So when they told me that, I was like, the devil is a lie. Y'all tripping. Your girl ain't about to be, I'm 34 years old. I'm not. And then they tried to give me one of those old people walkers, that you have a seat
yeah.
when you get tired. So I actually made those nurses walk me every 2 hours, dragging my left side
You
along.
must have been a fun patient.
Oh, they had the greatest time with me. Actually, to be real with you, they called me Flames.
Oh,
Why?
I
Because I
love
didn't really
it.
move fast. But I would say, Flames is coming, because that's how
Yeah.
fast I was moving in my mind.
Because you're a fireball.
Yeah,
I love
it was
that.
great. So
Yeah.
it was an interesting experience, but in that time, it showed me what you just talked about, Frank, resiliency,
Yeah.
right? Because I could have let that moment, I could have Because they're like, oh my God, 8 months. I didn't. I was like, oh no, y'all not. I'm about to be a story. So 5 days I was in the hospital and I walked out on a cane. So in that moment, that let me know that taking care of my body, feeding it right, and doing the things that are good for me has an effect. Just imagine if I wasn't taking care of my body, what that stroke could have done to my life. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I say this for you, MJ. I went down with a problem and got up with a purpose. And that purpose has been to teach everybody.
Just like MJ.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You already know who I'm talking about, too. But with that, that's why I feel like NutriSchelle, I'm on a purpose, you guys. This is not a business for me. This is to educate and empower people on their life, because my life would have been way different if I wasn't doing the things that I was doing. So now we are out here and ready to make it happen, okay?
Thank
Any
you.
kids, marriage?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I do have 3 little people. They're not little. 15-year-old boy, he's taller than me, so I threaten his life daily.
Yes.
Then I have a 13-year-old, he's almost eye to eye, but he likes me, so we're cool. And then I got my 12-year-old. She is going on about 42.
Yep.
Because she definitely knows more than I do. I swear she was here before I was.
Girls
but
are a trip.
aren't they? But with that being said, those kids have really helped me be who I am. And it's cool, right? Because then, because of the education that I have with the food, they'll be like, Mom, this is processed. I can't eat this. So, right, just straight sedity, okay?
Yeah.
Everywhere they go. But it's beautiful to me because that lets me know that the passion and the purpose that I have is imparting on my children. So, of course, if they're going to do that, all it's going to do is just spread. You know what I'm saying?
Are your parents here?
No. So, my parents are actually, my mom is in Las Vegas, and then my dad is in Reno. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Not
So,
too
we're
far.
not too far from
Yeah.
home.
No, not too far.
No, not too far at all.
Not at all. You know, one thing you need to really think about.
I'm listening.
I'm going to be very serious about this. You need to start thinking about keynoting.
Oh.
This has created a space for you. Your projection and your voice were made by God and designed for keynote addresses.
Oh, it's funny that you say that, friend, because I've been avoiding that for so long.
Oh, there
I
we
was
go.
like, you hit it, tink, tink. And then, you're not the only person, so all you are is just the confirmation, because so many people keep telling me that, but I didn't realize I was running for a long time, because this is something that I've been told at a very young age, and I've been running from it. But everything happens in its time and in its season. And so when you say that, I'm like, okay, let's step out now.
Yeah.
I'm not scared about it anymore like I used to be. So thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Yeah. Robert Frost said this, Melissa, that I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. What is your road less traveled?
So I chose to put down the worldly career definition, and I chose to actually not just stay home with my kids, but to homeschool. And I saw the path of homeschooling allowed me to change the value system that I was raised with and to incorporate more Christian values.
What's the value system you were raised with?
Well, my mom was a huge influence. So I think there was just a lot of her past that was projected onto me, including a forced abortion. So with that in mind, becoming a mother, I also had to heal with post-abortive care. So my vision is not just to be informative to women how to choose motherhood for the mom and the baby, but to how to help women heal from trauma. So I was able to stay home and homeschool and heal from trauma later on a little bit more. But women don't even understand there's post-traumatic stress involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have no idea.
And that is a huge thing that women need healing from. So, so my road less traveled is to make that financial sacrifice of being a stay-at-home mom and still use all the resources that are available, and I give those to women. So for me, it was Medicaid, it was WIC, it was everything to make my dream
You
come
know what?
true.
It's really something that you say this. It's because the second time I've heard you mention these organizations that have helped you. We're at one meeting, Cups, and you brought that to the fore. I want to be careful here because when we talk about abortion and not, and I'm pro-life as well, unashamedly so.
Yeah.
But it's a political issue, and we
Right.
want to make sure that it shouldn't be, but it
shouldn't
is.
be.
Right.
But it
Right.
is.
Right.
So
Right.
we want to
Right.
make sure that our show
Yeah.
doesn't stray into politics,
Right.
Because
Right.
it's very important that we're able to encourage
Yeah.
and infuse hope into people's lives from this space. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
just say that as
Yeah.
but most women get embarrassed by the fact that they use Medicaid and WIC
Right.
and all those things.
Right.
You're very open about that.
Right.
Why are you so? Why is that?
I am very open with that because I've had so much persecution in my life with using resources. I came from a family that you work hard and you don't take help.
Yeah.
So when I would even go to CAP or, getting assistance with that on the forms, there would be, what do you do for work? And I would put homemaker. And I would have some persecution with that. And so now we're seeing people use a lot of resources. And so I will have a social impact of a resource hub also to show moms, yes, you can do this. You can afford to have your children. Here's the resources. And my advantage is where I already work with pregnancy centers, I get to see where the gaps are. So for example, we don't have a lot of help with car repairs.
Right.
Yeah.
So if a woman loses a car, how do you get that financial help to get back on track? And there's so much. I mean, there's just, it's not a one-time help. It is all the way up
Right.
is what my business will do
That's beautiful.
until children are grown.
Boy,
yeah.
you're filling a gap.
Right.
This is pretty awesome.
No, it
right?
really is, though,
Yeah,
honestly.
she's
'cause-
seeing the need, right? Filling the gap. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
Yeah,
So,
I love it.
yeah. Well, we love that you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do stuff you don't love.
No, that's facts. That is facts. You're like, oh goodness, ball and chain, okay?
Right. Exactly.
I spent most of my life balling and chaining. I'm telling you. We know exactly what that is.
And Frank, I just want to add one more thing to this. As I have had that background with, just seeing a lot in the family without the resources to be able to say, look, we're in a different society now where there is plenty of resources. So if my grandmother could do it, anybody can do it.
That's
It's kind of,
facts. Yeah.
we can do it.
Well, we
can do
did.
it.
Yeah, we poured in dirt.
Yeah.
Right.
But we always had food.
Right.
Always had a roof over our head.
Right.
Albeit sometimes they were leaking.
But it was there. It was
But
there.
it was there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had love for one another. And I think
Yeah.
that kind of transcends all of the material stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of material stuff and very little love in community. and
Absolutely.
society.
People with lots of
Absolutely.
money, sometimes there's no love in that
No
house.
love
Nah, that's
whatsoever.
facts, 'cause
Yeah.
the money runs it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you for
Yeah.
being forward facing in that space,
Yeah.
not being embarrassed by.
No,
Yeah,
there's
how old
no
are your
shame.
baby?
There's no shame in getting help. So
No.
my oldest, I have 5. So
Yeah, I
my
know.
oldest is 31, and he served in the military.
Well, you do have him when you were 7?
Right. You look good, girl. You look good, Miss Melissa.
So yeah. So I mean, I loved homeschooling. I loved having that extra quantity and quality time with my kids, and we were very busy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of programs you can put your kids in
Oh,
for
yeah.
free too, and
Right.
yeah. So we did everything from Civil Air Patrol to youth group, and just had all the help in community to transform the lifestyle. So.
Beautiful.
When I was young, I was a pastor. So we.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
The it wasn't just us. The whole room said what?
Wow.
Yeah. My kids were babies, and I was a pastor.
Okay.
And we went out on West Side of Colorado Springs to start a church.
Oh, beautiful.
Right
Uh-huh.
in the midst of that. So we used some of those resources
be able to
because
build.
both my wife and I lost our jobs the very moment that we accepted that call in to go do that.
Come on.
Yeah. That's
Right
awesome.
at that time,
Awesome.
right?
Right,
So
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So
Yeah.
it was, and you're right. It was, how do you tackle the fact? of the people that say, "Why don't you get a job? Why would you accept that stuff? Why? I mean, etc."
Right. I just think we're in a society that doesn't value motherhood. And to see the value of how much mothers really give when she's working at it, when she's got dinner on the table, she's got a home, she's organizing, cleaning. And I did this on one income, very low income. My husband had, very low. And so I use those resources, and I just, something else I was going to say too is we want to really give women hope. And when you talked about being a pastor, we that's where it's at. It's all in our confidence in who we are before God, and there's no shame in getting help. There's none.
There isn't. Matter of fact, we were designed to help one another.
That's what I was just about to say. Isn't that how community works? We support and help each other.
Exactly.
And Frank, I also found with my cleaning business that really it's the networking that made the change.
Absolutely.
I had tried this on my own at one point, and I'm like, I don't think I can do this.
No,
And
gotta have community. Gotta have community.
Yeah, and all the experience of my cleaning. So the hard work with the education really, I think, is the key to help families. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you for sharing that. What a great conversation,
Yeah.
Lisa.
Right, that was beautiful.
Shell.
Frank.
I love it because I get to go home and say Shell, get to come to work and say Shell.
That's right, because you're
My
white.
bride is Shell as
Right.
well. Yes.
So this is easy. This is easy. It's translating very
You'll
easily.
never forget your name.
Right?
Yeah, so tell us how your life transcends the victim mentality and how you spiral up and flourish and evolve even in the midst of all.
I'm so happy you asked me this question because I that's one of the biggest thing I let people know is I came from a poverty household, just like how we've all talked about today. So, and in my household, when you talked about business, everybody looking at you crazy, like you dreaming too big, girl, go get you a job, and so for that reason, that kind of stunted my growth a little bit, but no, it didn't. Actually, when I say that when I look back, but in the moment, now that I see it prepared me for this time. Yes. So, but for me, how I got through that time was I had to bust out and be confident in who I am and what I stand by. And so what it took for my family to actually back me was to actually do it. So I knew that when I walked into it, they weren't going to support it. Because I've always been told as a kid, you dream too big, which is crazy to tell a child. Never tell your child they dream too big, okay? Right. If they say, whatever they say, okay, baby, let's do it. And figure out how to support them, seriously. Because I know that I probably would have busted out a lot sooner if I would have had that support and that encouragement.
But you said the timing.
Yeah, but timing is everything. But in that, I had to learn that they were projecting what they couldn't do onto me.
Right.
Yes.
Right? So I could have stayed in that victim place, right? And been like, oh, well, no, that's too big. And this is what the circumstances given me, so I can't do that. But I didn't. I've always been a pioneer my entire life, even as a child. Even, with groups of kids, I wasn't scared to stand up and be bold. I used to, the kids that used to get picked on, I used to pick on the bullies, like, leave them alone. And for that reason, that's what gives me the drive to continue to do what I'm doing. And I'm grateful that I didn't give up. Because now my family's coming to me. How'd you do it? How'd you do that? Oh my gosh, you really did that? How can we do it? So it allowed me to be the pioneer and give them belief that they were trying to put on to me that I shouldn't do it. You get what I'm saying?
Hope.
Gave them hope.
I love that.
So victim mentality is not something we do around here. And please, I encourage anybody, you are not a victim of your circumstances. I say it again, you are not a victim of your circumstances. We all have a choice. And if you want to be something, you're going to have to step out and bust it on out, okay? Like a dance. Like a dance, you feel me? But seriously, do not be discouraged, because if you are meant to do something, it doesn't matter who tells you what you can and cannot do. Seriously.
Yeah.
And I live that mantra, and anybody that knows Shell know that I'm not scared. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to make sure that we're going to bust out the doors, bust out the seams. And that's the biggest part of my business I love, is encouraging others to see the greatness within them. I don't do this for me. It's not about me. It's about imparting the part of me into you to show how great you can be too. So when you say, oh, Shell, you're so great, boo, you are too. because we all have it in us. So that's how I transcended it, and I'm loving it, and I'm very, very excited to be on my pedestal, my platform, to be like, anybody can do this too.
I would never knew you were excited.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm glad you shared that.
So, Neschelle, I have a question for you.
What's up, Miss Lisa?
So, I love how vibrant you are
Thank
and
you.
outgoing and very flamboyant.
Thank
I would
you.
say. Behind that, there's usually a deep story. What has been one of the hardest life stories for you that you had to overcome, and how did you do it?
Not being accepted by my family and being supported with my dreams and my goals. Oh my goodness, y'all, why y'all do that? You about to, I'm trying, I'm holding it back, girl, I'm holding it back. I think what happened to me was when I joined the military, it's like I left and I was out of sight, out of mind when it came to my family. And so in that, I had to, like I said, pioneer and do a lot of this by myself. And that was, I could say for me, the hardest part was not having that support. And so I was like you, Melissa. I tried to do the lone wolf thing. I don't need nobody. I can do this by myself.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it puts you into that.
We
Like,
all tried that.
Right, we all tried it. I think anybody that's actually been in business, like really been in business, you tried it. And you try it. And so that was my first. I'm grateful for it though, because it gave me the drive to show them that you can do it too. Because that really was my big core, was like, they're only doubting me because they doubt themselves. I got to show them if I can do it, they can do it too. But a lot of people say that they need the support, and support is great. I'm not going to lie. But for me, it was really, really hard not to have the family to believe in me until I had to prove myself. And then for a while there, I had this proving spirit where I had to prove to everybody that I can do it. And so it ingrained that in me, but I'm happy now that I can see I don't have to prove to anybody. When you're in your purpose, it's going to show up and show out all on its own. All you have to do is just be a part of it. You
like
get what
your
I'm saying?
platform that you're going to launch this year.
Oh, and now that y'all got my contact information, that means I'm not getting away from this. That's what that means.
Now she has support.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And community is so key. And so that's the biggest thing that I can say that I've learned in business, relationships and community. So when I didn't have my family, and I tried to lone wolf it, and then I was like, okay, this is not going to work. Man, that community came in and showed me that you can do this without your family. And it's not that I shun them, like, oh, I don't need y'all. No. But there are people that the Most High brings in your path to support you and to get you to where you need to be. So I could say it was a sad thing. You almost brought me to tears, Lisa, but as I continue to talk, it encourages me to let me know why you overcame that. And it really gave you a different outlook on community, for sure. And I realized the value in it.
Are you married?
I am not, but I am engaged.
You're engaged!
I am. Hey, don't tell nobody else. Oh, wait.
We just told everybody.
Darn it.
Is he here?
He is here, actually, yeah. So we're getting married next year. I'm very, very excited. He's a dope human being.
Do we know him?
No, you don't know him, but you will.
How do we not know this guy? He must be fabulous.
He is pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie, but we just said that's between, I was...
I did the same thing when I got engaged to John, because it was during COVID.
Right.
And then the whole networking world was like, what?
Right. They're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So yes, but absolutely, I'm very, very grateful for the support that the Most High has brought in my life right now.
Amen. Yeah, right on.
I love it, Frank. I love it. Always got the zingers, bro.
Yeah, always got the zinger. Well, there's things that we do in life that are good. Lisa and I like to transcend that because we want to do crazy good.
Right.
That's the kind of stuff we want to do. What are you doing this year that's crazy good?
What am I doing this year? That's a good question. Let me see. Really just networking with other people.
Crazy good. We all network.
Well, I'll tell you, I think what I'm going to do too eventually is get a film going about my story.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Beautiful story. I love it.
Yeah.
Just turning around from the mentality of, just somewhat abortion-minded kind of thing to pro-life, and I think people need to hear how that happens to women, how the influences happen, how things happen.
Right.
Bigger conversations. So yeah.
Absolutely, that's beautiful.
Well, yeah, you you seem to, I mean, you kind of one focus, right?
She's focused on it for sure.
I plan
Because
on
every
changing-
time we come right back
Yeah.
around to
Yeah.
this.
I plan to change the world, be a world changer.
Come on.
There you go.
Say it again, girl. Say
Yeah,
it again.
yeah.
That's what we doing.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
your lane, changing the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I plan on having a huge online platform as I get going to help women. And including in that is building an app. I have an appointment with someone to look at an app when a girl has to make a decision and she doesn't have the support. She has the voices right there in an app where pregnancy centers are not open 24/7 and the chat box doesn't always work.
Right.
We have the support for women. And
That's
young girls, especially young girls.
That's beautiful.
You know, I birthed 3 daughters,
Okay.
and I always tell them, if you happen to get pregnant
Mm-hmm.
and you are freaking out and you do not want that child, you will have the child because there are many people who need that child.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I
Yes.
just lay it flat. I mean, it's like,
Right.
and like you raised your grandbaby in need, right? It's like, I
Yeah.
said, there's always a solution.
There is.
Right, there is.
We
There
love you
is.
no matter what.
Exactly.
We will always be your support system. But
Yeah.
the youth needs parents to say that, but they don't. I
Right.
mean, most of them don't.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
because
thing.
it's popular to give them other options,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And that's our place in our kids' life.
Exactly.
And my kids never stop being my kids.
Come on.
Even though
Yes,
they're 37,
exactly.
39, and 42.
You described them as your babies. I said those are
Yeah.
clearly not babies.
And
but I'm
always
They'll
my
always be
babies.
the baby.
Right. Always.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And the thing is, too, Frank, where I've been on the sidewalks in New Hampshire, I can see a firsthand how damaging this
How
is.
did you navigate, or how did you come from New Hampshire to Colorado?
Well, this is where we talk about resilience.
Right. Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
So we had a housing crisis in New Hampshire, like most states did, and the landlord sold out from under us. And this was in the winter time, and we were like, "What are we going to do?" And so I came over to Colorado. Where
Why Colorado?
Well, my son was already here, who served
Okay.
at Fort Carson,
Oh,
and he was going through something. And then once I got here, my car broke down. And it was when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
And so my husband had filed for divorce after 33 years. when I
oh
got
my
over here.
word! Are you
Wow.
kidding?
I'm
Wow.
not kidding. And again, I had to pick myself up
Come
and
on.
say, how am I going to make it? And I had a lot of community help.
You
to
didn't
make
see
it.
that coming?
I didn't see it coming. No, I had
Blindsided you after 33 years?
yeah, and I known him since second grade.
Oh,
So
wow.
I had a little bit more than a text message. So I feel unlucky. I had one phone call to know I would be divorced.
Yeah.
And so I think that trial, the last 2 years, has made it very a choice. Again, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit there and cry, or am I going to get on my feet and get my business going and make it?
Right.
And sometimes the best revenge is success.
Come
on.
Say it again.
So that is where I have been, and I said, okay, I'm going to network, and that's what I've been doing. Tailor-made carpet cleaning has been great. We've been working together and just doing a lot
Moses
with the
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moses
he's wonderful.
rocks.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But those kind of stories, you know, they change people's lives. What
Absolutely.
you just
Yeah.
said right there.
Absolutely.
We almost feel like I had to dig it out of you, right? It's like when I'm asking people for stories, that's what I want to hear.
I am such an introvert. I have personally introvert, but I have like over 20 years experience in the restaurant business, 50 different jobs I've had. So I am just a go-getter and whatever makes it work.
Well, you know, with people's stories, there's certain topics that people don't want to talk about.
That's facts.
Like divorce, being a single mom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fertility
Right.
issues.
Yeah.
Couples are afraid to talk about that. I mean, all the
Yeah.
things, right? So it's hard when we're on our show because we want to
We
uproot
want that,
right?
right? You got that
Because
voice.
people are hard to,
Yeah.
because of that.
Yes,
right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I I ended up a single mom with my last one. He was still a minor when I got here, and I'm like,
How
wow.
old is he?
He was 17, but still, I'm like, I did not realize what single moms go through.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot, girl.
And I went
I've
through
been
a-
there twice, so
Right.
let me
Okay.
tell you, I got stories.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and so many times we have a stereotype. And so I went to a divorce care class shortly after of the filing, and I was like, thank goodness my kids were not young.
Right.
I saw so
It's
many
hard.
hard stories
Yeah, it
that
is
I was
hard.
thankful
My
that
kid was
it,
youngest was 16 when I went through a divorce.
okay.
Yeah. Yes, I've been remarried for 19 years now. this
That is
year.
awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you learn, don't judge, and
Shell's
you
an
walk.
amazing woman.
Yes, she is.
Oh, your wife. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about me, Lisa. I'm just
His
kidding.
wife,
I'm just kidding.
19 years. Let's go, Michelle.
Right, you said high five.
Well, you know, I feel the same way about John, and it's
know.
only been 3 years. I pray for your husband every day.
He needs all the prayers.
Okay.
The community knows I'm a mess, but I'm a good mess.
She said a good one. It's a put together mess, okay?
Exactly.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hang in there, John. We
Yeah.
love you, brother.
He's going to be bartending our anniversary party.
Oh.
We have our 2nd year anniversary party
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Just
that's a
Thursday.
perfect person. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Got thrown off.
Right, sorry.
Sorry, what was I going to
It's like,
say?
what was I going or what was I about
Oh
to
my
say?
God.
I think we were looking at Shell's big dreams this year next, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
are we looking at
some
my big
dreams
dreams?
for you?
Oh, man.
Yeah, take over.
Okay, gotcha. Melissa's like, oh, I got you, Frank. Shell, your turn.
No. Don't give her a gap in time, air
I know,
time.
Right?
Yeah,
Facts.
we'll see you on the show in about 7 years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
So can I answer that question?
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, wait a minute. Was that a real moment?
It was kind of.
Right.
Go ahead.
We're here. So no, for me, my biggest thing this year is I want to have fun and I want to build community. Like that is the biggest things because I have been a single mother for a long time and raising my kids since they were very little. So what you were just talking about, my kids were 3, 4, 2, 3, and 5 when I left.
Oh my goodness.
So they were little people.
Wow.
But in my situation, it was very abusive. So I had to decide either go young or if I wait too long, that can have an effect on my kids.
That's right.
And I thank the Most High I left because they are precious and beautiful souls because of it. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? So in that, you always have to be the leader, right? Because as a single mother, you're everything. You have every hat that is possible in that household. And so I stopped having fun because everything was so serious for the longest time because I had to take care of my kids and we had to do this. I need a roof. We need food. We need, everybody. All the things. So this year I have committed to myself to have fun while I'm doing it. Have fun while I'm doing it. And at the same time, build the network, build the community, and be able to impart a piece of myself onto people. Because like you said, like we talked earlier, everybody has a purpose. We are all designed for something. So this is my purpose and I just want to be able to take a little piece of me with you. You know what I'm saying? Give a little hope, get a little encouragement, be that light worker in the darkness. You know what I'm saying?
That's the story.
That's what I'm talking about. I almost don't have anything for her to share at
I
the
know.
end. You gave it up already.
Dang, did I?
Yeah.
I was trying to breadcrumb.
Right.
But you asked me what I wanted to do, and I'm like, hey, okay.
See, that's what happens when you take over our responsibility.
I know.
Then we get ahead of ourselves and stuff. So, yeah.
I'll dig something up. I got you. I'll
Yeah.
dig something
That's
up.
my leadership, right?
This is Melissa May.
Yes.
Look at her good because you won't see her here again. Okay. We're glad to have you, Melissa.
Yeah.
You know I'm just messing
I
with
know
you.
you're joking.
She's been around us enough to figure
To
that
understand
out.
what's happening.
I'm just biting my tongue.
But good. Don't bleed on our table.
Oh my gosh, my cheeks.
Right, like I'm gotta bring it in. Let him relax like that.
You go ahead, Frank. You lead now.
Oh, well, thank you for
She
the
said
permission.
pass. Back to you, Frank.
By the way, this is the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa.
Lisa.
Not Melissa. Lisa.
There's a saw at the end. I mean, you can understand, right?
We worked very hard for this platform. You know?
Well deserved too. Well
Absolutely,
deserved.
absolutely.
So we're almost out of time.
Oh,
So
no.
we're gonna,
We're having so much fun, y'all. I'm sad.
so Melissa, we're going to start with you since you're our panel host.
All right.
We would like to give you a moment to infuse hope and encouragement to the world.
All right.
So if you can look at that camera and
Sure.
encourage the world, and then let them know how to reach you, please.
Okay, all right. So as women, we have the ability to do whatever we put our mind to. So that's in any area of life. You can do it. You don't have to listen to naysayers. So my contact information is Melissa May. I have a YouTube channel, Stellar Shine. I have a phone number. I'm comfortable giving 719-726-3931. And that's for any kind of cleaning. And then I have an email that you can reach me with over here with Frank and Lisa. Okay?
Indeed.
Awesome.
Indeed. Are you remarried?
No.
Oh no, she's still
said
going through
she
the
said-
thick of it.
Oh.
It's not over yet, Frank.
Are you
No
recovering?
one else for me, honestly.
Oh,
No.
really?
I said that. He met me when I was saying that.
She was saying the same
For
thing.
years I said
Yeah.
that.
She said,
I had a fat rock too that I'd wear just to keep men off.
People
Yeah,
keep
I
on
still have
going.
my wedding ring because I'm like, no, he was the only one, honestly. Still love him. Still love him. Still love him. But
I
yeah.
love my first wife too, but I never remarried her. So if you're looking, Debbie, that's just the truth.
Oh my God.
Still love you, boo. Okay.
I love you. Just not like that.
All right. Shell, your turn, darling. Look at the camera and encourage him.
So the biggest thing that I would want to tell everybody is that it's in you. I don't care what you are told. I don't care what background you come from. Whatever you are designed for, it is in you. And that is why I use my platform and the ability through my business to be able to show people that it is in them. And my tool is food. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. But at the end of the day, there's nothing that can stop you to be the best you. You do not have to settle for what this world calls you. What? Because it's not what you called, it's what you answer to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's the
Another
biggest thing.
MJ thing.
You already know. You already know. So, but with that being said, I encourage everyone to be their best self and to show up and to show out, baby, because that's what it's all about.
There it is.
Information for me,
Yes.
just like Melissa, I'm going through a rebranding. We're actually getting ready to relaunch because I'm redoing my website and everything. So you can reach me at NutriSchelle for Instagram. Also, too, my email is sayyes@nutrischelle.com. So any information, you can contact me there. Also, too, my website is www.nutrischelle.com. And then, if any reason at all, if you just got to hit me on the hip, you can reach me at 213-767-2104. I am an open book. Please make sure my time is valuable just like yours. So if you don't have a serious question, please just don't reach out. I am willing to work with those who are out there with intention and want to make a change in their life.
I love it.
Well, okay.
Put down, okay, Frank?
Oh, it is to be encouraged on Monday. We're having fun and you're not. So,
They are. They're laughing
I'm
with
about to
us.
say, if they're watching with us, y'all are having a great time. Don't let him tell you that.
Yeah.
we'll be back in shortly with show number 2.
Thanks,
again.
everyone.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, Our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make your world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make your world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hi, everyone. We are back on the Be Encouraged show. My name is Frank Sinclair, and she is
Lisa Sinnott.
We are so glad to have you for show number 2. I don't know if I even have the energy, Lisa, for show number 2. I mean, show
Oh,
number
you're
1
fine.
was off the chain, man.
It was
We had
amazing.
some very energetic humans on show number 1
Yes.
today, and we thank you for joining us on the Be Encouraged show. We want to thank our platinum sponsor, Crescio, for this show. So when you get a pay what you can consultation with them, you can learn how to penetrate this noisy market with brand recognition strategies. Visit them at Crescio.com to learn more. And make sure you check out the flyer that we have for you on the table today as well.
Yep.
Who do we have, Lisa?
All right. Well, first of all, Mr. Aaron is late. So let me do a pregnant pause there. He
Pregnant
will
pause.
be slipping in a minute. But anyway, Mr. Bradley was early. He rocks. So
Yeah,
to my right is Mr. Bradley Vogleman.
and he is the owner and co-host of the radio show Small Business Showcase.
Welcome, Bradley.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
I first met Bradley at my free business karaoke quarterly event night.
Was I there?
We were. Yes, you were there. It
He was
at,
actually not there. That was the
Oh, he
one
wasn't?
time he wasn't.
No, he's been to every one of them.
Well,
Buzz
we
Crow.
didn't meet that night.
Oh, were we at Buzz Crow?
Yeah, Buzz Crow.
Yeah, I was at Buzz Crow.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
It was-
he's always there.
Yeah, I've never missed her.
Well,
Yeah.
then we missed each other.
Maybe.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry I didn't meet you. We're glad
Yeah.
to meet you right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
And I did meet you at
VetNet.
VetNet. Thank you for coming one time. Just throw that
It's
out.
been
for free.
it's been canceled from snow ever since.
It has been. We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yep.
8:30.
8:30, yes, ma'am.
Hey, there.
Cheers to VetNet.
Yeah. Are you a native here, Bradley?
No, I'm actually from Indiana.
Really?
Oh,
How'd you
wow,
get to
Indiana.
Colorado?
Came out here because of different laws being out here compared to Indiana, and when I came out and saw the mountains, I fell in love with the place, and going on 10 years out here now.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like a random vacation here?
Yep, that's part
10
of being a
years
travel agent. Yeah, I've been in 27 states, and this is the only one that felt like home. It was
Oh,
a different
wow.
feeling, especially seeing Garden of the Gods for the first time.
Wasn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I first moved here, I lived on the west side, and my daughter was still in the jogging stroller, so I would just Garden of the Gods was my jam.
Yeah. I
Every
lived on
day.
the west side for a while as well. Yeah.
But
and
you're not walking it every
We
day.
did. We didn't
Did
do it
you?
every day,
Yeah.
but we did it a lot. My first wife, Debbie, was an avid hiker.
Yeah. Well, you're
Yeah.
still on that side. You can still
Yeah.
hike there.
This is not about
The sad part is that sometimes life gets busy. You don't get to walk every day, but when you do, you still take it in like it's the first time.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well said.
Glad to
Bradley.
have you on. Yeah. Way to interrupt that thing.
I'm always on him about his health, so it's because we love him dearly. Can you hand this to Carrie Ann?
Yeah, Carrie Ann, here you are.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Carrie Ann. What is your KO?
KO Photography.
We have to give that a shout out.
Yes.
KO is our producer, and she is running our technical background today, as she does every week, and she
Yes.
is incredible. So look her up and go to KO Photography.
Yes.
She does have beautiful photos.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Well, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's all
she's
she can
incredible.
do. Right? Yeah. Rocking.
And so is her incredible mama.
Yeah, so Bradley, tell us a little bit. Give us some history about Bradley Vogleman. Who are you?
So I'm someone who loves to help people, and I'm thinking of ways to help people, and I'm like, everyone now after COVID wants to have connections. People like me sat in our homes by ourselves and really got in our head. Now it's time to get out and have some fun. So why not create different events to showcase small businesses while we're building up for the community and getting people out more? There's rivers of people that are still in their homes because they're too scared to come out, and you see posts all the time on Facebook, people just moving here and looking for friends to hang out. So why not have different fun events to where we can take what we do as networking, expand it out into the community, and build a whole network along with the radio show to showcase everyone. And in fact, February 8th, you'll hear on Saturday at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Frank and Lisa will be on the show as well, talking about who they are too.
Indeed.
So
Well,
that's
you
what I
didn't
want to
tell-
do is help
what,
people
what
and
a
give
great
connections.
segue into me telling you didn't. I don't know a stinking thing about you from what you just told me.
I'm a connector and I like to help people. I want to
But
build
who
a
are
community.
you? Where
We're
did that
master
come from?
connectors too. We totally understand
We
that
get
world.
that, yeah. But often that's a way of dodging the question,
Yes.
right? Tell us your history. Tell us a little bit about Bradley Vogleman.
So I've always done events. My
No,
grandparents.
like
Not what you
as a
do,
baby,
who
were
you are.
born, like,
Oh, you want to get
siblings,
personal,
like-
personal.
Yeah.
Yes, you, Bradley.
You.
Not
Okay,
your
so
services, not your passions.
I was born and raised in Huntington, Indiana. Have you guys ever been to Indiana or familiar with
I've
the
been
town?
through it.
Yeah, my
Through-
daughter died there 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
Thank you. Yeah, lived there all of her life.
I lived in Huntington. Up until I was 21, and then I moved to Fort Wayne, Indiana, got my first apartment, worked at Centennial Wireless, which was a cell phone company bought by AT&T. Was a small business, and it was something that I loved. I was there for 3 years.
In a call center, or?
Yeah, it was a call center. I did activations and retention. So
Nice.
if people, I started your
We
phone.
were in the call center for 12 years too.
Oh, I just got out of it. So I would activate the phones, and then if you tried to cancel, I would do what I can to keep you from canceling.
Oh, so you're a retention specialist.
Yep.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of skill.
It does. And then I kind of bounced around from door-to-door sales. I went to Hemp Hill, Kentucky, which is a small mountain town. Went back up to Evansville for a little bit. Went to small towns of Indiana, South Whitley, Bippus, just kind of going around just meeting people and kind of learning about life. But when my great-grandma, I didn't realize I was lucky to meet my great-grandparents.
Yeah.
And my great-grandma on her 60th wedding anniversary, she said, you know, you're the only one in the family that's not following the same path. Go live your life. And
What was the same path the rest of your family was following?
they were having families and stuff. I don't have no kids, and I'm 35 years old, so
No babies?
no babies.
There's no
just
shame
dogs.
in that. You're good.
Well, that's why she's like,
Yeah.
go live your life. And so I put Indiana in the rearview mirror, and
You don't want to have babies?
I'm getting old
I'm
now.
a granddad, dude, so, you know, I'm going to start digging a little bit.
It's okay to
I'm
not
a-
want kids if he doesn't want
You don't
kids.
want kids?
Frank.
With the way the world is, I don't know.
He was a
and
youth group leader, remember?
I've
he
had
may
to-
be scarred.
I'm 6 years older than my younger brother and all of my cousins, so I had to deal with all the little kids at a young age too.
Oh. Were you forced to like almost raise them?
Wasn't forced to raise them, but they all thought I was the cool older cousin, so they
Yeah.
never left me alone. kind of thing.
Yes.
So,
So were you raised in a farming community?
yep, I've milked a cow before.
Have you really?
Yep.
That takes a lot of muscles.
Yeah, what are those things called?
Udders.
Udders.
Okay.
But now there's machines.
I wish they had it when I was
I-
younger.
right?
Like that.
Yeah.
That was expensive stuff back then.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So did you come in? You guys were not wealthy, or
Oh no.
you know, like me? Yeah,
No.
I was very poor.
I just came from making wrong choices of a life of drugs, and I just
You were on drugs?
yeah.
You don't look like a guy that would ever
I'm
do
8
drugs.
years clean from meth.
How many
actually.
years?
8 years clean from meth. and spice.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Right on.
So I squandered what I received from my family.
Mm.
You know, if I was smart and did investments and things like that, now that I'm older, everything would have been ease off, but
Yeah.
nope. I
You're the
squandered
prodigal
it.
son, huh?
I was the black sheep.
I'm offended by that.
Oh, stop it.
Okay,
Don't mind that.
well, you know, I don't know what to say to that
Why
because,
didn't it be the
Just-
white sheep that was the problem?
because let's just say, unfortunately, being from a farm town, my family is that way. And when my grandma came out, I'm like, Grandma, you're going to get a shot out here. So that's why I don't know what to say. I'm like,
I'm
Okay.
when you hear me saying this, I'm just joking, man. Don't ever
Okay,
think
wait.
oh no, I'm just.
So, Bradley, how is it that you came into the world of math?
My father passed away when I was 7, and then my grandpa committed suicide when he was 9, and said that he was my last time I was going to see him, and so unfortunately with my family I wasn't able to branch out and be able to get the help I needed. So it was an ex that presented it to me, and it took the pain away. And then my ex-wife told me that she aborted my kid,
Oh.
and that's what killed me. And so at the same time my other ex left me, so I turned to meth, and I got to the point where I knew it was going to lead to death. I had a buddy that overdosed, and I was like, I know what kind of life this is going to leave. What can I build without? And 8 years ago I'd claim acid is what helped. Acid and shrooms. I took it one night, and then I looked at the meth and thought, what the hell am I almost cussed there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're good.
Why am I touching this?
Yes.
And I put it down, and that's why I just want to help people, because I've experienced so much pain in my life that all I want to do is give out the joy and have joy and give joy to others.
Wow.
You know,
You
there's
see
too
how
much pain in
powerful
this
that
world.
story is, though, my man?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying
You
to
pulled
pull
it out of me. You got through the foundation.
Yeah,
Wow, Bradley,
indeed.
that's incredible.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, guys?
Good,
Oh,
good. Have a
guys,
seat.
Aaron's here, just like I promised you.
Hi.
Yeah, so thank you very much for sharing that story, man. Because
Yeah.
those are the stories that make a difference for people. We can change, right?
Yes, you
Yes.
can.
Yeah, my
If you want
youngest
to, you
daughter
can.
Bree was a meth addict as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from 16 to 22, and she's been clean for 17 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
About 3 months ago, I walked out of a 7-Eleven, and curiosity kills the cat. I saw a little tiny bag. I had skulls on it on the ground, and I'm like, oh, I figured it was something else. And I picked it up, and there was enough meth to give enough of a high. And you're always a recovering addict, because I
Yeah.
even sat there for a split second, and I'm like, do I want this last high? And I threw it down. And then I picked it up and threw it away because I didn't want anyone else to take
yes.
it. But, you know,
Yes.
it's getting close to 10 years, 8 years, May 8th.
So,
That is amazing.
Congratulations.
And that's
man.
why I give out as much as I can with the joy with these events. And, you know, this coming Friday on the Border is the launch of the radio show for the first episode this Saturday. So you get 15% off your meal with it. And there's different vendors where we're going to be having a little showcase game. And then February 14th, Blaze the Night at San Miguel Wellness.
Awesome.
We have
I love them.
How
How did you meet them?
I met them through Heartland Connect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We go way, way back.
We do.
I utilize
We
them
know
for
those
their
guys
massages.
very well.
They're doing couples massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have a
I've had a
tattoo
massage
bus.
at San Miguel.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's helped me a
He
lot
is
too.
amazing.
Yeah,
He
isn't
is
he?
amazing.
The
Yeah.
trigger therapy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
point, literally.
Yeah.
So we're doing an event there for their friend Sam Aarons, who owns Zoom Media. She's got cancer.
I
So
know
it's a fundraiser
Sam.
event.
I didn't
Yeah.
know Sam.
Yeah, I,
had
did,
Yeah,
I knew
so
she
it's-
had cancer.
I was planning on telling it at VetNet tomorrow because we want to get as many people there as we can.
Yeah.
Vendors, $10 of the vendor fees goes to the fundraiser. We're gonna
For
have
Sam?
we're gonna have
Oh.
screens where you could put like a business logo, $25. That 100% of that goes to Sam's. Larry and Cheryl's gonna have couple massage where they're gonna give percentage of that to Sam, and then we're gonna do 5% of the food truck sales to Sam as well to try to help her out. So
Yeah.
we want to
Tell her
build
to
the
reach out to
connection.
me if you got
Yes,
if you're
please.
connecting with her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to be the hell. That's Sam Aaron.
Yeah.
She's in the community here,
Yeah.
and I know her very, very well. So we want to have a community that's reaching out to help her.
Have
as
you
well.
guys ever seen fire breathers, fire swords, anything like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I grew up in
We
Hawaii,
have-
so.
We have Lethal One is going to be doing fire entertainment at the show and donating his time for
Oh,
entertainment
fun.
too.
Well, be
as well.
sure to put everything in comments, the flyer, all the details, so that all of our listeners can go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Cool. Well,
So
we have.
wait, I gotta introduce Aaron.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, do you want? I was dying in.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
you do it.
don't fight
No,
over me,
you
guys.
do it.
Don't fight over
I
me.
mean, if
Jeez.
you
No,
are,
no,
usually
you're
you
dying.
don't want to do. Okay.
No, go.
All right. So Aaron is here. Aaron Dickerhoff.
Dickerhoff, that's my name.
His company is Cheers on Wheels, brings luxury beverages to your celebration with crafted cocktails, mocktails, and more.
And more. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I met you, didn't I, recently?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
we met at
VetNet.
VetNet. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. I knew you looked familiar.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Can't forget this beautiful face.
Yeah, especially when it's late.
Yes. He'll
Did I
never
say
let
that
you
out
live
loud?
it
That's
down.
okay. That's okay.
I-
I need to not live it down. I need discipline. I need discipline on that.
Literally, his like 10 minutes early is
It's
late.
Yeah,
and-
ex-military.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh
should
my
do that.
goodness.
I got here at 11:30. They asked 11:45. So
Honestly, I thought it was 12:30, and then he was like, "Up here," and then I'm like, starts going back. I'm like, "Crap, noon! I need to start getting ready." I literally just like jumped in the shower. Like,
Wow.
I need to go.
Aaron,
But hey, I look sharp.
You look
You
sharp.
look
Yeah,
amazing.
look sharp. Yeah, yeah.
So, Aaron, where are you from?
I am a born and bred Colorado Springs native.
Really?
Yes,
Do you have a
ma'am.
bumper sticker to prove it?
Not on this vehicle. On other vehicles.
Yeah, I figured.
We'll get your autograph.
I'm loud and
before we
proud
leave.
about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you should be.
Yeah.
And thank you
Yeah.
for letting us be part of the community.
Yes.
Yeah, of
We
course.
love
Yeah,
this community.
we do.
You guys are okay. I don't know some others. I don't know.
My kids were born here, so I'm an inbred
Okay.
native.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll
Yeah,
allow it.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
41 years I've been here
Yes.
in a row.
That's older than me. You've been here longer than I
See,
have.
he's more
So he
local
is a
than
native.
you.
He's a native for sure.
Oh, I can tell this is going to be fun. You can tell this guy does cocktails, probably much more than mocktails. He might have done one or two before he came in.
No.
With caffeine, yes, absolutely.
With that thing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit. Give us a little bit of your story, my friend.
Yeah. So born and raised here. I was one of the few kids fortunate enough to go to one school district.
Where'd you go?
I went to 49. So started at Evans
Fountain?
Elementary. Yep. So Evans Elementary, then Horizon Middle School, and then I graduated from Sand Creek in 2005. I was on a career path of working on cars. I did the AVP program through Pikes Peak Community College. Where
Yeah, it's a great program.
Going through high school and AVP at the same time. So when I
Yes.
graduated, I had almost all of my credits for my automotive auto collision degree. So got that, or I went back, got my core classes, got that done, and then I went to a school up in Denver called Denver Automotive and Diesel, which is now Lincoln Tech.
I know it.
Yep, got my
Yeah.
associates in auto repair,
Uh-huh.
and then throughout the years, mainly stuck to some cars of some sort, whether it's windshields, tires, whatever. I get bored, and then I just want to continue to do it, or I get bored and I switch to something else. Well, these past few years, I've been, I saw this idea on TikTok to be a mobile bartender, and I'm like, nah, there's no way you can make money doing that. So started following this girl, and she went from working her 9 to 5, $500 a week, and now 10 months into her business, she was making over $100K. So I was like, okay, well, is this one of those get-rich schemes? Is it a pyramid scheme?
Right.
Let's kind of
Yeah.
keep an eye on it. So I started watching it, and it's all her, completely on her own. She gives you tips and tricks, and then she's developed this mastermind program. And so I was like, you know what? I really need to start doing this. Well, then I ended up losing my job in August due to some decisions, let's just say that. And I don't know, got with Brad, and we were like, you know what? Let's get this launched. Let's finally get you doing what you want to do. It's been on the back of your head, and the hardest thing was coming up with the name. Cheers on Wheels, like that was because I wanted
It's a great name.
At first, I wanted something that was like gonna say elegance or something that's like you know what you're getting. But then I'm like, that's a little too much. And then we just kept going, kept brainstorming with the help of ChatGPT, and eventually landed on Cheers on Wheels. And I was like, that's it.
Yeah, it says what you do. That's
Exactly.
fabulous.
It
No one
does.
has
And
it's
questions.
memorable.
Yep,
Yes.
it is. It's great.
It's a great
Love it.
name.
Yep.
It really.
I love
And
marketing.
then, you know what? Isn't it funny, Lisa, that most people we meet in their business, their business name tell us absolutely nothing about what they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely trips me out, man. I'm going, okay, if you make it that hard on potential clients to even figure out what you do, then you're going to have a hard road trying to navigate.
Right.
You and I went through that when
Yeah.
you were naming your business
Yeah.
and et cetera.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out something that's going to make people go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every
And-
time I say it, people are just like,
Yeah, and they
"Oh,
know
I
what
love
it is.
that."
It's perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great name, my friend.
Yeah.
It really
So is your whole family here in the Springs?
Most of my family is here.
Yeah.
My mom and my stepdad live up in Florissant with my brother, which, fun fact, my mom and my stepdad are deaf, so sign language is my
They're
first
both?
language.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
I can sign language, not speak sign language.
Yeah.
Do you know how to mime?
I'm a terrible mimer, but
Are
I guess
you?
that's because I guess naturally I am, but
Yeah.
when I'm under the pressure, I'm like, don't look at me.
Oh, okay. Even though you have white on, like I'm talking like the
Oh,
whole
I've never
paint.
done that.
You've never done that?
I think I did that in French class when I was in like in 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. And I think I failed that class because I'm like, all right, open the window. Like I'm all whispering to myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
open the window. And they're like,
Yeah.
shh. And I'm like,
I just asked that because you know.
You should get the dolls that make you talk. That you talk.
little puppets.
Yep.
like Jeff Dunham.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
So you guys are related how?
We're just really good friends.
Just really good friends? Okay, because
How did you guys meet?
We went through back in the day I was doing some auto glass, and he was just at a shop, and he was trying to network and market for his business that he'd started at the time, and we got to talking. I was like, yeah, he's cool, and then found me on Facebook, and we started talking, and I needed a friend, and he was like, yeah, I'll come hang out with you, because I was living with my parents up in the mountains.
in Florissant.
I
Yeah.
was going through a pretty bad time, and
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'll show up, I'll be there, and
Oh,
hung out ever since.
way to be there,
That's
Bradley.
awesome. Look at you.
Yeah, he's looking all sharp
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Right?
Sharpen it up.
Uh-huh.
He don't normally look this way, does he?
Right, no.
Oh, yes, he does.
Homeboy said no.
So Bradley, you look like you have the canary coming out of your mouth right now. Like, I'm not gonna say anything, but you look guilty.
That's his look. Yep, that's his look.
Right?
I
That
got
is
this.
his look.
This is just I found this at ARC and I threw the whole outfit together because I'm like,
Nice.
I wanted to make this jacket where it could fit perfectly.
Hey, it's fabulous.
So sometimes thrift stores is the way to go.
Always.
Hey.
Thrifted, thrifted,
Exactly.
thrifted.
Yeah.
Yep. I found it and I was like, wow, it fits. It's the
Yeah.
color I've been looking
You can
for.
tell it's cool though. Look at that internal.
Yeah, the inside.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's really nice.
Yeah, yeah.
He's drooling over here. He loves suit jackets.
Well, I remember
I'm
seeing
not-
that red
I
one.
got so many suits, man. It's
This
pathetic.
one also.
He's got 2
Ah.
closets. Oh wow.
Yeah, this one came from ARC.
Paisley.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, the ARC helped stand me on my feet again when I was a single mom, and
Wow.
I had to piece my life together. And actually, St. Mary's gave me a coupon so that I could go to the ARC to help get dishes in the cupboards and clothing on my back, so I could try to find a job again.
Yeah, good for
So
them.
I love the ARC.
Yeah, I do too.
Especially Saturdays.
Yeah. Saturday's a madhouse.
Yeah. Well, I'm old, so I can go on Tuesday and get half.
Oh, so
I need to
so
go
that
shopping
means
with
you
you.
need to
Yeah, let's
if you
go
want
with
Tuesday,
Frank.
We'll just hand Frank the body and he'll pay for
Yeah,
us.
we'll load up your cart,
Yeah.
and then we'll pay him cash.
He'd be like,
after.
wait, I don't have anything for myself.
Boy, you guys got way excited
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. So after
Yeah.
so there's a new thing we're adding to VetNet. After VetNet, we're all going with Frank Sinclair to
The
our
ARC.
thrift store.
Actually, my favorite ARC is the West Side.
Oh, dude, seriously.
The one on the
Yeah.
west side.
Yep,
It
it's
is
the
the
best.
best.
It's the best.
It is
Yeah.
the best.
It
Yeah.
is, but when you go to the one at Woodman and find stuff like this,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
that's where if you're looking for this stuff, Woodman.
Woodman.
They had a red vest. You should go see if it's still there. That would
Yeah.
fit you. Yep.
Well,
I
and
got
then
this whole suit on the west side.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last 3 suits I bought have been over there.
Yeah.
So the best Goodwill is in Woodland Park.
Ark,
God.
Yeah.
we're coming to
I
your
like the best.
Ark, we're coming to your office because
Yeah.
you need to be paying us for all
You
this
need to be a
program.
sponsor of our show.
For real.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Good grief. You know, my man, thank you for sharing your story. That was so deep and meaningful.
It's been a while since I've shared it.
Yeah, but think about it though, Bradley. As you go forward, that's what people are looking for. You know, where does your passion emanate from? What creates that? Mine, you know, ex-homeless guy here in the Springs and et cetera, et cetera. My life passion emanates from all the challenges I've had.
That's right.
Don't come from the good stuff that happens in our lives. It
Yeah.
comes from the stuff that was hard,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And
'Cause
all of
there's-
us have it.
Yeah, and there's someone out there who will hear your story and it'll resonate with them, and you will give them so much hope and encouragement that they can do it too.
Yeah. Think about that, my friend. As you
Appreciate that.
move